What the?
Don't let your kids watch it!
Hey guys, Lego Freak here, and true story, I just spent 10 minutes looking for this shirt to realize it was sitting right there on this desk. And I know what you're thinking, why is there a different view of everything? My wall over here, which is where I usually film, I've removed the Lego boxes. They're back there. And I'm gonna probably be setting them up somewhere else, just because they started falling off because of the way that it was slanted. So yeah, I'll have to figure out some sort of other setup. But for right now, this is how we're gonna be filming. So yeah. Also, this video will probably look a bit different because I have a MacBook now, and I can edit on the MacBook instead of my iPad. So yeah, if you guys are older viewers of my channel, then you'll realize that the videos kind of changed in editing because I switched over to the iPad instead of my dad's computer. Now that I have a MacBook, I can actually start editing better. So yeah, editing is going to be a little bit cooler, and yeah. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah. Alright guys, and the minifigure for today is Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, however you pronounce that, I really don't care. But yeah, this is a figure I put a picture of on my Instagram like a few days ago, and a lot of you really seem to like it, so, and this is one of my favorite figures that I've made as well. Your sword, you're a sword dude. Alright, never mind. So yeah, I actually made this figure, whatever, in like 2 days. I like non-stop worked on it, so I thought it turned out pretty darn awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the tools that I used. Alright guys, and the tools I used for this particular minifigure include black paint, this kind of shiny green paint. It's really it just kind of glitters, and I really like it, but you could just use any other green if you wish. Gold paint, and this kind of lime green paints. So yeah, whoa, paint, work with me. Alright, and we have a thumbtack and a paintbrush, and I did use this kind of like fabric stuff. It's just this kind of, it's not like super floppy, but it's also not like the new Lego capes. It's sort of in the middle, and it's a really good fabric. I just found it at like a craft store. So yeah, but you could just use ordinary Lego material if you wish. This is just the stuff I have because I have a ton of it. It's just a small piece. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into the pieces that I used. Alright guys, the pieces I used for this particular minifigure, this was just a standard Lego katana. This head was the head from, it comes with Kraven the Hunter, but it also comes with one of the goons in the Batmobile, the Batman vs Superman Batmobile set. So yeah, this is kind of Doctor Who hairpiece. This armor was from the minifigure series from that Hawk dude, in the gold armor. And there is a little Lego 1x1 tile on the front. There are these two clips on the back, and this cape, this cape I made myself out of the material. So yeah, but yeah, you can get these clips as well from the Hawk dude. And then this was just a simple skin-colored arms, black torso, and black legs, and this little cloth here was again that material I used. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into the actual painting tutorial. Alright guys, so to make this tutorial a little easier, I've removed the armor piece. I'll get into that in a second. But starting off with the hair, basically I just took some black and painted everything except the kind of sideburn areas, just because I wanted to leave those gray to, you know, make it seem like he's old, because he kind of is. And what I did for the face was I basically took a pencil eraser and just erased the, if you look at in the Kraven face here, you can see that I've done a little work to it as well, but you can see that he had like a little beard underneath. I just took an eraser and erased that part, so that part was gone. So it was just kind of a mustache. And then I painted from the sideburns with black. I just kind of painted the continuation to the mustache, and then back up to the other side, and then I just painted a little goatee right there, because I saw a reference where he had this kind of beard look, so I thought that looked pretty cool, so that's why I did it. So yeah, basically for this part's not painted because obviously the armor covers that part. So I might paint something here eventually, just for the sake of painting something there. So yeah, pretty much I just started with a line going straight down, a gold line going straight down this way, and then kind of these two lines going across the torso, connecting to it. So basically a really big, like, T. So there's the line, and then just a big line across. Did 2 lines going up here just for some more detail. Then under the gold line that went across the torso, I just painted some simple lime green here. And then, or painted lime green here and here. Then I painted 2 lines going down, so just kind of slanting downwards. And then 2 more lines going from the corner down to this line here. So for just like some ab armor. And then I just painted a gold line going across here and another one going across this way. And then 2 more green lines under that. And then I painted 4 gold dots just as some little decoration there. Then for the belt piece, what I started with was I just started with a simple line right here. And then I just kind of did a V going down. So kind of like a Y shape, pretty much. Just a Y here and then down. Then I just painted some lines going across on the top and bottom of the belt piece. And then I just connected them with some slanted, 3 slanted gold lines. And I filled either side in with lime green. And for the boots, pretty much just painted gold boots going all the way around the figure. And then down here, I just painted just a black line going up, a slanted line, and then a straight line, and then another slanted line. I filled that in with the shiny green color. And then outlined it in this kind of lime green color just to add a bit more detail as well. So yeah, now for this arm, this dragon tattoo, honestly, I don't have many tips for painting this. I just went online, looked up dragon tattoo, found like an outline, and I thought, you know, I'll give it a try, and it came out like this. Believe it or not, this looks like nothing like the reference. I just kind of went with it. But yeah, I don't have any really good tips for how to paint this. It was just sort of a trial and error process of kind of painting the basic shape and then scraping off the paint that I didn't want until it looked kind of like this. So yeah, there's a lot of like curls and loops in here, as you can see. So I'm sorry that I don't have the best tips on how to paint one of like this kind of thing. But yeah, it's really just a trial and error until you get what you want. And then on the front, to add a little bit more detail, I painted some black onto his arm and then outlined it in gold for like maybe like a wrist guard thing, and on the back as well. Of course, I didn't want to cover up any of the tattoo there. Now this arm was much more simplistic, just a simple black line. I started right here, and then I just painted it kind of slanting upwards and then slanting back down as another kind of wrist guard. And then I just did another black line in the middle there, kind of the same, just following the same kind of pattern. And then I filled it in with that shiny green. I took one of these lime green hands, not lime green, but like I don't know, that one of the hands with the new Robin from the Lego Batman sets. Painted the tips of the thing tan. Oh, I didn't mention that. Shoot. But yeah, skin colored paint there, and then just a black line going across to kind of make it like his fingers were sticking out. Yeah, and so for the little thing he has here, pretty much I just have it tucked into this little gap between like where the torso and the legs connect. I just have it kind of folded in there. Painted this all in that kind of shiny green, outlined it in gold, and again, it was just sort of, I looked up a reference of like a dragon, like just an outline, and kind of just painted. This one's much more simplistic. You could basically just start with like an S, or like an S, and then I kind of made the tail loop around, and then just painted kind of like a curve on the back for the wing, and then on the S I just kind of painted another little thing going off of the mouth. So yeah, again, not really too much to say on this. It was just really just a matter of trial and error, and then I outlined it in black at the end just to give it some more detail. So yeah, but this one was much easier than the other ones that I've had to paint for this. So yeah, again, I apologize for not having the best like way to explain how I did that. So now for the sword here, pretty much what I did was I just took a normal Lego katana and took a strip of that cloth, and oh, it's coming off here, and wrapped it around and then kind of glued it together, so it's like glued like this. It does like come off a little bit from the handle, but you can see where it's glued there. It was glued in this white portion here. I'll have to re-glue that. But yeah, and I painted silver. I just put this on there for some extra detail. Also, I did put some not tan, what am I saying? That lime green paint in these little grooves here. So yeah, not too much to say on this. I also did make another sword for him, like this one here. I don't know if you guys want me to, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. I just found this like old sword thing. It wasn't a Lego sword, it was just a random toy sword thing, and I cut the tip off took one of these with a stud, cut the top of the stud off, and then just glued this on. So it looks pretty cool as well. But anyway, so yeah, and then here for the armor, this dragon kind of pendant looking thing, I don't really know why I did this. I have never seen this in any reference before, but it looked so darn cool when it was done. I wanted to keep it. So, but starting off with the more simplistic part, I just painted the feather parts on the shoulders green here with that shiny green. Did some black along this entire outline here just to give it a little bit more detail. For this kind of dragon thing, this one I can kind of explain. Basically, I just started by taking gold and painting the basic outline. So I took gold and put it all the way back to this edge, and then I kind of painted like just a curve, so like this, and then just a rounded down. And then I painted it going in this way, and then kind of making this little mouth part. And then from there, I did some lines off the back for like the little things on the dragon's head. And then I kind of thickened up all the lines until it looked like this. And then I outlined it in black to give it just some more detail. And then I scraped off the gold here for the eye. I hope that's a decent way to explain it. It was quite, again, just trial and error. I did paint this part under it as well in green, but you can't really see that. Now for the back, same thing. I just took the cloth, and as you can see, I'll remove one of these clips. I just cut a hole. You can see where it's white. I cut a hole to go over the studs on the back just so it can clip on like this. I thought that was a pretty cool design. So yeah, and you can put a sword and something else in these two clips here. Originally, I didn't have the clips. I had like a gold vent piece, the like 2x1 vent piece, but I lost it and I can't find it again. So I went with the clips because you can hold the sword in there. So I thought that was a cool little touch. So yeah, now for this dragon, again, it was just started with a simple S like here, and then I just kind of continued the S into this little loop. So, and then from there, I kind of went and started adding on the head. So from the tip of the S, I just kind of did this curved thing going up for like a nose, and then I curved it back down this way for a mouth, and then put some green here for the eye, of course, and it did some little spike details on the bottom there. Spike here, and then for the wing, it was just a curved line up, and then curved it back down. Again, I was looking at a reference on Google for just a dragon outline, and this is what I found. It was, again, it didn't look exactly like this. It was just sort of this way, and it gave me some ideas. So curved line up, curved line down, and it kind of curves back this way, and it goes back up here. And then I did a second one kind of following that same shape inside. So, and then more spikes going down the back of the S, and then just like kind of like upside down V shapes for the claws, and then a right side up V shape for like the claw there. So again, not the best at explaining it just because it was just kind of messing with it until it looked the way I wanted. So yeah, if you put the armor a piece on, decapitate him real quick. Something's making noise in my room. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was a really weird sound. Alright, so here's the overall figure. I really, really like this figure, and you guys seem to like it too. A lot of detail, a lot of just mainly the dragon stuff looks really cool. And I don't really know where I came up with the idea for that. I haven't really seen any with dragon-looking stuff, but I just thought it would be really, really cool to see. Just to have dragons everywhere. So yeah, not the best tutorial I've ever made, but not the worst either. So yeah, and let me know guys if you want me to make like a Talia Al Ghul as well, like in the same style as this one. I think it'd be pretty awesome. I'm working on some other figures as well, of course. I'm going to show you some sneak peeks. I've even been doing some Lord of the Rings modifications, so if you guys want me to do more of them in the future, you can let me know as well. A lot of fun projects, a lot of stuff going on, so yeah, and yeah, you can look forward to a lot of fun tutorials and stuff in the future, and of course live streams as well. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe. Man, I move my hands around a lot. I also do, like, when I'm doing, like, I, like, lift this leg up for some reason. I don't know why I do that. I'm a weirdo. Anyways, I didn't find many shout-out requests, and the ones I did find were repeat shout-outs, and I don't give multiple shout-outs anymore. So if you've had one in the past, which I do have a list. I have a list of the shout-outs I've given. So I will not give you a second one. So I saw quite a few people asking for another one, which I don't give repeat ones. So there is one, though. Someone asked me to shout out Retribution Music. So yeah. Anyways, that's the only shout out for today. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming in the future. So yeah, stay tuned for all of that. This has been Lego Freak. Peace.